Charlotte Soccer Show. We're back. It's Danny Brams here for another edition. Something we haven't done in a while. Something we have a lot of fun doing, though. It's called Decoding the Presser. I like that dramatic pause. Synced it up to the music pretty well, hopefully. Wilf Zaha is here. Charlotte's new designated player, record signing. 2025 MLS MVP. I have made the prediction in some spaces, and he's been with the team, played a little bit in the final preseason Coachella match against Portland. He's been practicing with the boys, with the lads. He's been eating breakfast with Ashley Westwood. If you followed any of our coverage of Ashley Westwood speaking earlier today, and got all that. Can I get a seat at that breakfast table, Ash? How about an invite, buddy? But today, he was introduced to the local media. He gave a press conference. I was not able to attend. However, that's fine because I got to be here with you now. I haven't heard anything he had to say, but I'm looking forward to hearing it all now as we decode this presser. Thanks to everyone who always gives kind words about decoding the presser content. If you're new around here, in my professional life, I listen to a lot of press conferences. I'm a media producer, and I've been listening to people talking to microphones my entire career. And so I like to think that I'm pretty decent at reading between the lines, as it were, and figuring out, what they really said. They said this, but they meant that, etc. So we're going to do it for the first time this year with Wilf Zaha and his introductory presser. Let's listen to what Wilf had to say as he talks to the local media. I haven't heard any of this. This is all fresh, instant reaction from Danny Brams as we listen to the man. Right away, I got to say, I don't like the Yankee hat. I don't like the Yankee hat, Wilf. I mean, I get it. You're British. You don't really know that outside of New York. I mean, I guess there are Yankee fans outside of New York, but I mean, come on, who really likes the Yankees? Not. I mean, I don't know. I do like the windbreaker. I do like the windbreaker. So let's listen to Wilf, and I'm going to pop in and interrupt and break down what I'm hearing as we go. Take it away, Wilf.
It's been fun. It's been nice. Very welcoming, and yeah, I've enjoyed everything so far.
Dean told us that one of the initial conversations he had with you was to kind of tell you it might take some patience on your part when you got here, as far as waiting. You might not get the service you want all the time. You're obviously going to get a lot of defensive attention. Have you come in kind of, realizing that might happen, or how do you approach that?
But it's a thing where obviously the manager told me what to expect, and I'm a player that likes to try and help my teammates as well anyway, so yeah. It's fine with me. And in terms of when you say getting attention, in terms of what?
A lot of defenders are going to be.
Oh, yeah. I had a bit of that from the pre-season games, but I've got now I'm 32. Now it's just like I take it as I appreciate it. Obviously, you must think I'm decent for you to want to put a few players. So, yeah, it is what it is now.
Okay, thank you.
All right, right off. Welcome back, Carol Walton, one of my favorite reporters on the local Charlotte scene. Love to see her getting the first question here at a press conference and starting things off. And it's interesting. She's obviously done some homework, talked to Dean a little bit about what he's going to do to help Wilf adjust to MLS life, coming from the Premier League and then playing a little bit in Turkey and a little bit in France, but really known as a Premier League guy. And it is true. We are MLS. As much as I love Major League Soccer, shout out Summit Coffee, by the way. As much as I love Major League Soccer, it's not the Premier League, right? And so, yeah, the service, that's something we've complained about on the show many times. Johnny Hayes and I have talked about we need to get service to our best players. We always said, Carroll never got the ball enough and things like that and never got into good places. Enzo Capetti, he had a lot of problems, but one of them was he didn't always get the best service. So Wilf is going to have to adjust to that, and we'll see. I like the fact that he's very thoughtful about his answer there and asks for some clarification on the question. He doesn't want to say anything that is going to, come across, maybe as if he's being flippant or anything like that. I like to hear the thoughtfulness for sure. Love that from Wilf. And As for the fact that I do love his answer there when she says, Carol says, you're gonna get a lot of attention from the defenders because of your status in this league as a DP and a record signing and an offensive star and all that. And he's like, yeah, I got a taste of that in the preseason game against Portland, which I watched that game last weekend, and it wasn't all that great of a game. Ashley Westwood commented on it. And his media availability today, which if you haven't heard anything that the captain had to say, make sure you're following us on our social media channels. Posted a ton of short video clips on our Instagram page, stories, and also I'm a Blue Sky guy. Call me crazy. I'm a Blue Sky guy. So I post the clips to Blue Sky, and sometimes Johnny migrates them over to X when he's got the time or the inclination. I think he got one of them over on there, but X, Twitter, whatever you call it. But I'm a Blue Sky guy, so when I'm at the media availabilities, I'm going to put the stuff on the Sky. So make sure you're following us there at For the Crown Baby on Blue Sky. But yeah, Wilf, good first answer. I got to give him an A+ effort there for his first answer to the first questions, and let's keep it going.
I'm curious what your impressions of MLS have been over the last couple years as you've been leading up to joining this league. It's obviously a league that's been growing in the States. Just from an international perspective, what have you seen from soccer growing in America?
Another great question.
I feel like it's definitely getting a lot better, and I've tuned in a bit more because of obviously my friend Christian Benteke. He went to, I forgot their names now. DC, sorry.
That's an
crazy.
moment.
But yeah, he
right
got Golden Boot last season, so I was like, yeah, no, the standard's definitely getting a lot better, and it's nice to see. Obviously, the whole world now, so many players are coming here, and yeah, they're paying attention.
That's awesome.
Jack Taylor, WCCB. What was your impression of Charlotte FC? What did you know about the club before talking to them, and what's your impression been so
Probably
far?
not much.
I didn't really know much. Obviously, there was the opportunity, and obviously I saw the manager, and then there was Ash here, Nath. So I did my own little research, like prior to this turning into something serious. Like over the days, I was just watching matches on YouTube, funny enough, just to see how the team is like and stuff. Like before bed, you'd be surprised, I'm just on YouTube just watching the Charlotte games. So it was just like I was just seeing what the team's like and positives and stuff like that, So yeah, that's what I did first, and then having the conversation, it was just like, it made sense to me. And my thing is, with how my career's gone and places I've gone, like when I went to Turkey, everyone was like, oh my God, why would you go there? But then it's like, I don't care what other people think. I just go where I feel like I want to go. And then I make my own history, So that's my mentality. I never follow anyone. And yeah, once I spoke to Dean, the manager, and Zoran, and yeah, a lot of people were just like, you know what, yeah, that's my destination.
Very interesting answer there from Wilf. I love the fact that he said, I don't base my decision-making on what other people think. I think that's a very strong statement from Zaha, and shows us a little bit about his character and someone who's, out to do it his own way and to write it. I like it. I write my own history. That's a really cool quote. Don't love the fact that he's watching Charlotte FC games before bed because, hey, you'd hate to think that our style of soccer, football is putting people to sleep. But if you remember last year, there was some stretches where Charlotte FC was a little, we boxed out the B word, the boring word. So we had to do it to him. And yeah, if you really want to go to sleep, watch that Charlotte at Orlando match in mid-September last year, because it was not good. But then things did improve after that.
Given the frustrations of Lyon and Galatasaray, do you feel that like Charlotte could be what Crystal Palace was to you after Man United, a chance to really flourish and show who you are?
I think as I grew up, it's just like I don't really have any animosity. It is what it is. Like, I'm only gonna give back the love that you give me. you know? And it's just like, if you give me love and give me the opportunity to repay you, then I'll do that. And it's like, it just hasn't worked out over there, and it's just like, it is what it is. I've come here, I've been welcomed, I've been shown so much love, so it's like, all I can do is repay it on the pitch. And that's what I'm here to do.
Have you had a chance to?
Shout out Steve Goldberg. He busted out the Man United reference. Zaha famously, if you have followed his career, was kind of a in his teen. I think he was a teenager when he went came to Man United and was thought of as the next big thing. Didn't work out there, and then he became a star at Crystal Palace. Leave it to a Brit to quote, to paraphrase the Beatles there. In the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. I really actually like that. I'm a softie at heart. I'm a guy, I'm an emotional guy. If you followed this show over the years, I'm a pretty emotional guy. Don't shy away from that. And so I like the fact that Wilf busted out the love. He's not afraid to talk about love. And love is important on a soccer pitch. It's all about love. All you need is love. And in the previous answer, when he was talking about, when I went to Turkey, and then it was like, oh, why would you do that? You can see he gets really animated. So I'm liking this. I'm really digging sort of the way Wilf is approaching this press conference right now. It's kind of right up my alley, right up. He's a man after Danny Brams' own heart, if you will.
Back here.
I've still got a load of stuff that's meant to get here. I've got enough stuff to unpack. So yeah.
And you obviously haven't had time to unpack yet, but you're looking to maybe get back into playing some street football like you did in London?
Oh, street football, like...
just pickups and...
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, if I can find them here, I don't know where it is yet, but if I can, I will, because, yeah, I feel like that keeps me sharp,
Little five-a-side pickup game with Pep and Wilf. We know Pep Biel loves street ball, street style and street ball. How amazing would that be if you're out, at some pitch around town, you're playing at Revolution Park or Renaissance Park or something like that, and all of a sudden Wilf Zaha and Pep Biel and the boys from the Mighty Black and Blue walk on and say, "We got next." That'd be absolutely amazing. Yeah, but shout out to Steve Goldberg doing his research there, knowing that Wilf was a street football fan for sure.
All right, Jorge, and then Mike.
What have you noticed from your teammates and just the squad so far now that you've kind of...
What have you noticed from your teammates, Wilf?
Just everyone just respects each other. It's chilled. The thing that I appreciate the most is everyone's willing to learn. There's no egos where you'll tell someone something and they'll turn and have some sort of attitude. It's just like everyone's trying to learn. I don't know if that's because if I say something is from, I've come from there, but it's a thing where the whole team is kind of like that, So, like for me, when I see it, it's just like there's so much room to improve. When someone's willing to learn, there's so much. Like me even speaking to Pat, and it's just like he really wants to take in and like learn off me, and it's just like I'm more than willing to give all the wisdom that I've got from me playing whatever. So yeah, it's a breath of fresh air when you tell you tell something to someone and it's from a good place, and the way they take it in is just like, yeah, I'm ready to listen, So yeah, that's what's been nice to see.
And then you mentioned, you just...
What he's talking about there, if you boil that answer down to just one word, is culture. And what Wilf is commenting on as far as lack of ego and people's willingness to learn and upside and the respect teammates show each other is all about culture. And that's down to Ashley Westwood. The captain has been doing his job. Ashley Westwood, everyone's contributed, but it's a Westwood friendly show here, and we love the captain. And the reason we love the captain is because he's a key contributor to that culture, and he sets the tone. And it's great that even in his early days here, Wilf Zaha has embraced that and internalized that and is noticing that is the way things go here. And I think that's going to help him meld in very quickly, and it can only lead to good things on the pitch, hopefully, right?
Want to play, right? Like that's one of the biggest things. Just how excited are you to kind of get started here at Charlotte and start playing some matches?
Yeah, like I'm not much of a talker, My thing is just I tend to I try to lead by example on the pitch. I don't tend to blab and claim and talk about how good I am or what I'm gonna do, because you don't know what happened tomorrow. But as soon as I tend to just try to prove, and the only way I can prove how good I am and whatever is on the pitch. So I leave it to that.
Show, don't tell.
Mike.
Absolutely
Well,
love it.
Michael Arte, Spectrum News One. Welcome to Charlotte.
Thank
How
you.
are you finding this? How are you finding Dean's system in how you integrate into this group in terms of on the field and the guys up front with you? I mean, are you feeling comfortable with this style of play? Have they augmented things during the preseason camp to kind of allow you to do the things that you do?
No, the style of play is perfect. The only thing is, I think Leo, he sometimes comes inside. When he's on the right, because I'll be on the left. Sometimes he'll come inside, but me, because I'm an out and out winger, I stay out wide to obviously if I can get 1v1s and stuff like that. So it kind of caters to how I play anyway. And obviously Dean's seen me play before. I've played against his teams before, so he understands how I play anyway. So I feel like there's nothing that's been like I don't know what I'm doing, or I've slotted in well, really. It's just like he totally understands how I play, and the formation that we play is perfect. So I'm just looking forward to the season.
What a fascinating answer there. Mike Solarte with a great question, to get a great answer like that. To hear Zaha be able to sort of analyze the tactics of the squad. He clearly was paying very close attention to those late night bedtime YouTube sessions with Charlotte FC, because he broke down Liel Abada's game perfectly. Liel is a winger who cuts inside, and I love the fact that he's ready to mesh and mix in the formation that Dean plays. And great job of scouting by Dean to go out and get someone who can fit into what we're trying to do with Charlotte FC. And man, it's all beautiful. It's all good things. Danny positive over here as usual, but I'm liking what I'm hearing for sure.
Will Pelagic from Charlotte FC Radio. Hello again. In terms of having that Premier League influence, you talked about it before, about having Dean, who's a manager you know, having Ashley, who's someone you know. There's been a bit of a stigma about people who've come from that league to here and the variability of success. How much are you looking to prove that that style of play, that level of play can translate to this league?
To be honest, I just think football's football. Like,
What a reaction.
all I can do is, like I said before, people speak, people talk, but once I get on the pitch, all I can do is prove, so I don't really know how to answer that, because it's just like, I don't think a lot, I just prove what I can do when I get on the pitch, and then it's up to people that talk to talk,
If I can
The overriding theme here that we're getting from Wilf here is actions speak louder than words. Another good thing he could have said there, I guess, is like, hey, I just mentioned Christian Benteke won the Golden Boot. So, I think I'm going to do just fine adjusting from the Premier League to MLS, but we'll see.
follow up, how much are you looking forward to kind of showing, your wife, your family around here, if and when they get a chance to come over here?
At this moment in time, wait, do you mean my
Yes, your
family?
family, yeah, your
Yeah, they want to come as soon as possible, really. I'm like, I don't even have a house yet. You can't, I don't know where you're going to come to. Yeah, everyone wants to come now, but it's like, I have to get settled properly. Like my wife is still in England right now, where she's due soon. So there's a few things that I have to sort out first. But yeah, my family, they're ready to come and support as soon as possible.
Awesome. Real estate agents out there in the audience, this is your chance. Get Get a bug in Wilf's ear. He needs a house. Time to get some money.
Yeah.
Anna, then Deshaun.
Anna Whitty with Charlotte FC Radio. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Charlotte.
Nice to meet you.
You had mentioned earlier that, you know, it made sense for you to come to Charlotte FC after you were talking about watching the games on YouTube, conversations. What specifically made sense to you?
Great question.
Just knowing the manager, few players, and the way the team played, they played well. Spoke to a few American players actually as well. Tanner, I don't know if you don't know Tanner, he plays for the American team.
Tanner Tessman.
Yeah, Tanner Tessman. He was with me at Lyon, so I spoke to him. I was like, "How Charlotte?"
I spoke to this guy, whatever his name is. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I spoke to him.
He's like, "It's nice. It's really nice." He used to come over here to play football tournaments when he was younger. So he's like, "It's beautiful." So I was like, "Okay, no problem."
You played at Clemson, it's down the road.
Oh, okay, yeah. Who was that? I asked Chris. Chris.
I love you, Steve. Steve Goldberg just dropping Clemson as if like Wilf's going to be, oh, Clemson. Yeah, of course. Clemson. Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't know Clemson?
Richards. Obviously, he was at Crystal Palace with me as well. So yeah, everyone just had nothing but nice things to say about Charlotte. So it's like, okay, it seems like a no-brainer then, because I like new challenges, and obviously I liked what I saw from the footage on YouTube as well. Obviously, everyone telling me how nice it is, so that's me thinking about just my family, how they'd settle. So yeah, when I saw those things ticked my boxes, really, I thought, yeah, why not? I like a new challenge, so yeah, makes sense.
All about ticking the boxes. Shout out Anna Whitty, who asked that question. The new radio analyst voice on WFNZ for Charlotte FC, replacing Jess Jarman, who's moved on. And Anna, if you follow Charlotte Soccer Show, you know Anna got her feet wet when she first moved to Charlotte by doing some stuff with Johnny and I on Charlotte Soccer Show. Now she doesn't need us anymore. She's far surpassed us, as she is now going to be the one calling the games along with Willie P. So I got to see Anna and catch up with her a little bit this morning when I was at the Ashley Westwood thing, and so excited for what she's going to bring to this club. If you're not familiar with Anna Whitty, just like buckle up, because she has been doing great coverage, sideline reporting, in-booth analysis, all kinds of stuff with NWSL and the USL Super League on the women's side. And now she's getting some men's game experience. It's just an all-around great soccer analyst. It's going to make Charlotte FC that much more of a fun club to follow. So glad she's taking the time to come out to events like this right away as the season gets started. And bravo, Anna.
See here in Charlotte. Carol asked about the attention that you will likely draw on the pitch, but the attention from the community, the buzz around you becoming part of this organization.
Tons of buzz.
It's nice to be seen as a big deal, you know. I can't complain. I'm happy.
Kind of a big deal.
My only thing is my thing is I just want to repay that faith and that noise that everyone makes when I've come. You know, I just want to repay on the pitch, really. That's why I look forward for the season to start and just get things going. Because as I said, there's only so much I can say, and then we have aspirations as a team to do so much, and it's like I want to repay the fans and everyone for showing that faith in me and being so happy that I'm here by just scoring goals, and hopefully we can win something this season.
I could also ask, you mentioned waiting on a few things to arrive. What's the thing that you missed that's not here just yet?
One question.
Obviously my family, that's one. If I don't say that, my missus is going to think.
Good answer, yeah.
And my clothes. I'm scrambling with clothes right now. So yeah, my clothes is, I'm very into my fashion, you know, like the way I dress is my mood, you know. So if you see me come in a hoodie some days, it's like, yeah, it's not yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of waiting for, my clothes now, and yeah, my family. That's about it, and I'm good to go.
Love that question because it gave us some good insight into the man's personality. You know, like it's pretty interesting that he would admit, hey, yeah, the way I dress is a reflection. The way I look on the outside is a reflection of the way I'm feeling on the inside. And if you see me wearing a hoodie, that means I might be kind of in a downer mood or a bad mood. Good to know. We'll definitely be checking the club loves to put out the sort of the match day fits as the guys are walking into the training room a few hours before kickoff. So going to be one to watch. We got to get you a new hat, Wilf. We got to get you some new hats, maybe an Atlanta Braves cap or something like that. We got to get out of that Yankees gear, bro. Come on.
All right, we'll do a couple more now. We'll go to Shane on the Zoom, so he'll be on the Zoom here.
Okay.
Woody and
Shane,
Will.
can you hear us?
Hey, Will, good to...
Yep, we got you.
There we go. Shane, so you're watching YouTube videos of Charlotte FC games, particularly making the playoffs again, this young franchise. What stood out to you about the crowd and about the atmosphere, especially being that you played in the Premier League, you played here in the United States, seeing the fans and the atmosphere and the buzz that exists here in Charlotte?
I'll be totally honest. I wasn't really paying attention to the fans. That wasn't, at the time, that really wasn't what I was trying to look at, really. I was just trying to understand the team that I'm going to play with and like how we play and stuff. But yeah, that wasn't really something that I looked at. But I'm very keen to see how the fans are in the up-and-coming games.
Respect the honesty. I mean, there's so many, we fans love to pat ourselves on the back about how great we are, but apparently Wilf couldn't be bothered. He was too busy watching the action on the pitch. But we'll show him a few things. You'll learn very quickly, Wilf, just how great the fan base is here in Charlotte. No doubts about that whatsoever.
All right, Arturo.
Hey, Wilf. Last year when Dean started with Charlotte FC, he said that one of the things he wanted to do was basically just to create a family. And, throughout the entire season, we saw that with Dean and the players. Have you felt the same way? You're walking into a family more than a team. Have you felt that from everybody on the staff, on the team, the players? And also, up to this point right now, how's your relationship developing with the rest of the players on the team as well?
Yeah, I can totally understand the family aspect of the club and the players, and it definitely feels that way because it's like come in and, like I said, everyone's so welcoming, and just even the staff when we go and eat, it's just, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like people are really trying to cater to you because they really care, and it's nice to see, really. Like, since I've come in, just the players, everyone's just so friendly and like I said, willing to learn and just no ego. So yeah, since I've come in, it's been nice. It's been really nice.
Once again, it's all about culture.
All right, we'll do three more. We'll go Hugh, Carol, and then we'll end back with Will.
Is there a player or two you're starting to get good chemistry with on and off the field?
I feel like I get on with everyone, really, but I'm more around Dave, Nath, Ash. I think it's just more the older players. So yeah, that's who I tend to hang around, really. Like BB, I get along with everyone because just before coming out now, I was joking around with Pat and Tiger and stuff. So I kind of just get along with everyone. There's not really, but yeah, as I said, I chill more with the older players.
Everybody's buddy. You got to love that. I will share this. This is a photo that I took at the training today where Wilf and Ash were walking from the media. After Ashley spoke to reporters, he was walking over to the training ground with Wilf, and you can see Zaha there, super bundled up, wearing like the leggings under the shorts and the long sleeves and the scarf and the beanie and all that. And Ashley's like, it's cold now, but give it 3 weeks, mate. Give it 3 weeks, mate. He said, because it doesn't take long for it to warm up here in Charlotte and get very warm. So
you mentioned
have
the
no problems
YouTube
dealing with
clips.
that.
Do you remember what games you watched, and would you watch like a whole game or just little highlights?
No, just little highlights. I'll be honest, I wasn't I wasn't paying attention to like anything else apart from the team and just how we played.
I just wonder if they were playing well with what you watched, you know?
No, it's just,
Losses, or...
it's just, what's it called? Not even that, it's just us just passing the ball around and being able to, you know?
Yeah.
It was just trying to see myself in the squad.
It was last year's clips?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I saw Ash's chest and volley. I saw a few goals, I saw a few things, it's like, you know what, it makes sense. It seems decent, you know. So like me watching it wasn't who were they playing against and who, no, none of that stuff. It's just kind of seeing how the team plays and then putting myself in that mix, you know. So yeah.
Because they were kind of known as a defensive team, you know. They weren't always pretty, you know. But maybe you could see some.
Yeah, but
areas
then
where you could make them better.
Yeah, but then that's the thing. Yeah. I feel like when I was speaking to Dean, he was saying they had one of the best defensive records last season, and for me to come in, if we've got the best defensive record, the only aspect we need to improve is scoring goals, and that's why I fit in. So it's just like, this is perfect. I'm perfect. I'm that missing piece in the puzzle, you know. So when he said that, and obviously I see how well we defend as well. So if we can just do that and create more chances and score more goals, then possibilities are endless.
I know Dean said...
That's just some phenomenal personality there. And the one thing is, when you're listening to stuff like this, you key in for little words that tell you more than maybe the speaker even meant to reveal. Because when he's talking about watching the clips of Charlotte FC from last year, as he's sort of trying to familiarize himself and see if this is a club he wants to join, he's not saying they. He's not saying they, them, you know, he's saying us. He's saying us. He's referring to the clips that he watched last year of Charlotte FC and already saying us. That tells me that Wilf Zaha is for the crown, baby. I mean, he feels like he's part of this team. He's integrated into, he's put his personality fully into Charlotte FC, and he's not like some mercenary who's just coming here to cash a paycheck and these are the people who are paying my salary now to play football. He's like, no, this is a team that he's like integrated into mentally already. So I think we're going to see some really good things and hopefully some quick results on the pitch, just based on that sort of mindset that he's bringing to things already, which again, he's not consciously doing that, but just like he's revealing what's in his subconscious by the words, the pronouns that he chooses to use there, which we absolutely love to see.
Right when you got there after getting your visa, that it might take a while to build your stamina back up to game speed. Do you think you could go 90 on Saturday? You know, or where do you
Yeah, I feel like
the full 90. Let's go.
I could train a million times, but nothing preps you for how stop and start a game is. That's the only way I'm going to get up to speed. And I feel like me playing 90 minutes and then me playing regularly, I get up to speed, and then once I'm up to speed, that's when I can enjoy it even more, because then I stop thinking about me recovering. I think about just me enjoying the game and skills and scoring goals, you know. So I feel like I feel good. I played 70 minutes the last game. It's only 20 minutes more, so I feel like, yeah, I'm ready, and I look forward to it.
I tend to agree with Johnny Hayes, my co-host, who said in a recent episode of Charlotte Soccer Show that we might want to be managing Zaha's minutes a little bit more with so many in trying to play all these different competitions, Open Cup, Leagues Cup, MLS, and all that. But I love the fact that he wants to go play 90, and then he's already thinking of it in those terms, and he wants to play 90 against Seattle in the season opener on Saturday. That's great to hear. Yeah, what's 20 minutes more, right? Early in the season. He called himself an old guy earlier, but hey, compared to me and compared to some of y'all listening, he's still pretty young. So, and he's in his prime, as they say. So send him out there, run him out there, and let's see what he can do, obviously. And in MLS, a lot of the goals, just like in the Premier League, a lot of the goals are scored late. So we're going to want him out there in those spots, scoring those late goals, I would think.
Either your teammates or the coaches told you about what the home opener might be like. First year they were here, they had 74,000, set a league record, 60,000 each of the last 2 years with the Upper Bowl open. What have they told you about what that atmosphere might be like?
Bring the party, baby.
They said it's gonna be amazing. It's going to be loud. So throughout pre-season, they were telling me, just wait till the season, just wait till the season. So I was like, okay. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know.
What do you feel like? I mean,
Wilf is
obviously
ready.
Not having seen it, what were some of the more menacing atmospheres you played in, whether it was at Crystal Palace or abroad?
Personally, for me, most of the games were just all menacing because wherever we'd play, I'd get booed. I swear to you, wherever we go, even if we've never played a team before in like a cup, I'd get booed. But that just translates that they're scared of me.
Does it motivate you?
Yeah, it does. It does, because you're clearly scared. For you to boo every time I get on the ball, why don't you boo the other 11? So like the whole hostility and people making noise, it just spurs me, because when I do score, now who's got the last laugh? So yeah, I don't mind the hostility at all. So yeah, that's not a thing that makes a difference to me.
That's up.
Very interesting there, because I thought he was going with the political answer, like just kind of didn't want to actually give an answer and refusing to be put on the spot. But actually, he went a little bit different direction there with the answer and took it kind of deeper and made it more about a general mentality thing. So very cool, very thoughtful, and an answer that I appreciate very much.
One final hand popped up on Zoom. We'll go to Jack and then we'll call it quits. Sorry, guys.
Hi, Will. I just wanted to ask, you spoke about wanting to make your own history after the last couple of years. What does that look like in MLS and with Charlotte? And also, you spoke about it not quite working out since you left Palace. What have those couple of years been like for you personally?
Obviously, I went to Turkey. I had the opportunity. I just tried to look at the positives for me, really. And if things don't work out, they don't work out, but it doesn't stop my journey. So I've left Palace, and I left Palace in a good way. I've played for a childhood club. I've left there with a mural. I feel like there's nothing more I could have done, really. Gone to Turkey, I've managed to play Champions League, scored a Champions League goal. So I'm just ticking boxes of things that I've wanted to do from a child. So I've managed to do that, and obviously things happen. Like all I can do is just keep my head down and just keep on working. And it's like I was at Turkey, and it didn't work. I was in Turkey, it didn't work out with Gala. Lyon, it didn't work out, but it doesn't stop me, and me still thinking I'm still the player that I am, and if I get the opportunity, I'm gonna show it every time. So like, these are just experiences that make me who I am, make me stronger. So it's a thing where it happened, but I move on from it and do the best that I can. And when I say coming here and making my own history, as in coming here and scoring goals and trying to win stuff, like I set myself incredibly high standards. So when I do speak, people will actually listen, because it's like I show you an example by what I do. You know, so going into the season, I want to try to score as many goals as I can, really. So that's what I mean by my own history here.
Awesome.
Brilliant, thanks, Will.
All right, thank you guys for coming.
Very cool. I mean, if we're talking about themes here, we're talking about showing, not telling. We're talking about leading by example. We're talking about scoring goals. We're talking about fitting into a culture. And there's a little bit, you know, I'm not going to say any red flags. I'm going to say maybe a little bit of a yellow flag situation when you think about Wilf, and just the idea that, you know, hey, sometimes things don't work out. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, you know, whatever, you know, like that could spin negative eventually, because if things don't work out here, maybe he's just like campy arse to even care. You know, you could worry about that a little bit if you're looking for things to look out for. That maybe he's just like, I'm a pretty laid back guy. Maybe he's too laid back. He seems pretty freaking laid back himself. And maybe he's too laid back. I don't know. But I think he also knows, maybe even more than he's willing to sort of verbally admit in this setting, that like he does have a few things to prove with the way things went in Turkey and France, and to really get himself, back to that reputation that he had earned at Palace as a goal scorer and a club leader and things like that, and someone who's worthy of those boos that opponents seem to rain down on him at all times. So welcome, Wilf Zaha. You've ticked another box. You ticked the Boyhood Club, the Champions League goal, and now you have appeared on Decoding the Presser on the Charlotte Soccer Show. So thanks to all the Tifos who are watching and listening and can't wait for this season to start. We're hoping for the best season in Charlotte FC history, and we talked to Ashley Westwood about that a little bit today, and he said, we hope so. We hope it's the best squad that Charlotte FC's ever had. So I think it is. A lot of people think it is. Hopes are high. Wilf Zaha is a huge part of that. And we will find out very quickly as the season opener is just days away here now as the team heads out to Seattle. And then the home opener is going to be a hell of a scene. But for now, we finished Decoding the Presser. Dean Smith, I'm recording this late Wednesday night. Dean Smith speaks on Thursday. I'll try to come back for another episode with Dino because as we know, Dino's at the wheel, and so we'll try to decode what he's been saying ahead of the season opener. Again, go to our Blue Sky feed, our Instagram stories if you want to see a lot of the stuff Ashley Westwood was talking about today. Lots of good things happening in Charlotte FC land, and thank you again for paying attention. We can't thank you enough here as the Charlotte Soccer Show. That we do it all for the Tifos. And we do it for the crown, baby.